Hello and a very warm welcome. Your Las Vegas qualifying reaction as Charles Leclerc on pole for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Wow. We come into the weekend and Carlos Sainz, I was actually hoping he would get pole and stick two fingers up at the FIA. He's got a 10-place penalty, criminal, disgrace, and should not be allowed. A track. Ran over a drain. It's damaged all his components. He's had to change them. And he's got a 10-place penalty through no fault of his own. If I was Carlos Sainz, I'd boycott the weekend and not even bother. It's a disgrace. Doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Sargent, Norris, Hamilton, George. You got to call that as you see it. That is an absolute disgrace that Carlos Sainz has got a penalty. Stroll has got a 5-place penalty as well for overtaking Sainz under yellows, and Perez will probably have a penalty too. We jump into Q1 and Sergio Perez clearly blocks Lando Norris. That will be 3 places every day of the week. And I've got my McLaren hoodie on, but yeah, both McLarens knocked out. Bloody awful. But we've seen it at Saudi, Miami, so probably not a surprise, but that is an awful session for McLaren. We jump into Q2. Lewis Hamilton knocked out and Sergio Perez knocked out. Perez, he goes in the garage, sits there for 4 minutes, just watches his Perez 8th, 9th, and out again. Out again, Sergio Perez. Wow. And honestly, if he secures P2, he'll be having a windmill. It'll be tops off, swing him round your head. He should have secured that about 9 races ago. Then we jump into Q3, and Q3 was a bit of a letdown, if I'm honest. Max decided to go in pits because he's not improving. Leclerc had pole, Sainz nearly got it. And yeah, Williams, superb. Both Williams into Q3. So yeah, Las Vegas, it is what it is. It's not an event for me, this. Honestly, I've watched qualifying, turn it off. The race tomorrow, don't watch the build-up. Watch the race, turn it off. The sooner this weekend is over, the better, if you ask me. Yeah, it's really not my cup of tea. This is not F1, and I worry about F1 where it's heading. Because, yeah, it's not in a good place, if you ask me. P1, Charles Leclerc, 23rd pole. He is so fast, over 1 lap, Charles. Yeah, no surprise, really. He's been the fastest guy all weekend. P2, Carlos Sainz, but unfortunately, with that disgrace that is a 10-place penalty, he will be starting like 12th. So, yeah, it's a disgrace. Honestly, no logic behind that penalty at all. Carlos Sainz has a right to be fuming. P3, Max gave up, went in garage. He's not been happy, but at least he's got a pair of bollocks and calls it out for what it is. 99% show, 1% sporting event. Oh, Max, you've been out on track. Do you like the track? No. Straight to the point. Brutal. A bit like myself. P4, George Russell. Good job. Beat Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, decent. 5th, Frog Legs, Gasly. Now, all these guys will go up a place because of Sainz's penalty, but yeah, trying to rearrange it is not going to be easy. There's a lot of penalties. Yeah, Gasly's having a great season. First season at Alpine, he's beating Ocon. Ocon beat a 2-time champion last season, so Gasly's doing a superb job. 6th comes Alex Albon. He will be promoted to 5th. 7th comes Logan Sargent. Honestly, he'll be getting a nosebleed that high. Someone called 999 quickly. He will be promoted to 6th. And I've got to say, I think he's my star of quali. He's had a pretty rough season, Logan Sargent. Been battered and bruised by Alex Albon. But credit where it's due. 8th comes Valtteri Bottas. He's looked strong. Will be boosted to 7th. 9th, Magnussen. Decent by Kevin Magnussen. Outqualifies the Hulk. Yeah, he's looked quite competitive round here. 10th, Fernando Alonso. Don't know what happened to him. That's mucky, really, because he had better pace than that. 11th, Lewis Hamilton. Wow. Will be boosted to 10th, but that's a shocker by Lewis Hamilton. Wow. No pace. 12th, Sergio Perez. but he's another one that will receive a 3-place penalty for blocking Norris. 13th, Hulkenberg, quite disappointing actually. 14th, Lance Stroll, he will take 5 places for overtaking under yellows, slam dunk. 15th, Daniel Ricciardo, he's the one in that famous press conference, top wish list for F1, Racing Vegas, fucking smiling prick, that's why we're here. But he's done a good job, he's beat 1-1. 16th, Lando Norris, a mucky qualifying for McLaren. He was blocked by Perez, but that is mucky by McLaren. 17th, Ocon. Max dive bombed him into turn 1 and Ocon was out. Will there be any action about that? 18th, Guan Yu Zhou, really poor. Schooled by Valtteri Bottas. 19th, Piastri, mucky. 20th and last, 1-1. What has happened there? I think he spun. Need to watch. He was very angry. Got his headrest, unclipped it, threw it towards the front of the car. We know he's an angry, passionate man, but he was fuming. Star of quali, Logan Sargent. And yeah, I'll probably put Gasly in there as well. He's had a strong season. Las Vegas qualifying reaction. Leclerc's on pole. Sargent into Q3. Wow. Seriously, someone call 999. Las Vegas, it is what it is. I am not a fan of this event. The sooner it's over, the better. I am cringing at the bits every time where the cars are going round. You're just seeing glitz, glamour. No, no, no. Get round a proper circuit like Sepang, Hockenheim, Nürburgring. Any of them will do for me. Not this. Yeah. Join me tomorrow for race reaction. And then the day after, driver ratings. Wow. Leclerc on pole for Las Vegas GP. Adios.